everybody. It is Tuesday. Again, it's from the barracks. We're here to talk about some Airsoft related stuff. I am Joker from Players One, and with me is the man, the myth, the legend of the shortest stature but biggest heart, Greg Paparizzi from Dead End Out. And I forgot my own intro.
Look at that, huh?
So, everybody, we're going to talk about quite a few things tonight. As per what the title it says, this is going to be Mayhem Mill discussion part 2. We're also going to talk about Evil Expo, and then we're going to wrap up the night with why do you play Airsoft? So 3 different things we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to get into it. One point, probably in the next 25 minutes or so, I'm going to have to get up, go get my food because the delivery was a little bit late today. So, so first and foremost, hope everybody had a good weekend. Actually, Papa, I understand that you had a little. Well, first off, you're like baby faced again.
You like that, huh?
You know what
I look in the mirror. I'm like, I kind of. It almost makes me look like I lost weight. I'm like, got rid of a bunch of the hair. I left some because Carrie wanted it left, so I left some. But all what was there is now all gone. That's all gone. And yeah, some of you know. I was keeping it off. It was all for Dom while he was gone, and I got him back now. You should see that head. You'll see. We'll get a little surprise later on.
Yeah, it was just. I know I'm playing, so I know probably now's not the best time to be playing with the backgrounds and all that, but
yes.
It's a lot of fun. All right, give me 1 second.
What's up? What's up, Christopher? How you doing, bud?
How you doing, Crisper? How you doing? Okay, what's going on with the system here. All right.
Aloha, Benvenue. What are all the others?
You know what it is? It's you're the guy that it's like you're Bizarro Greg. You know, like from the Star Trek episode from the alternate universe with the Terrans and all that crap. I'm not used to seeing.
What do you mean? Oh, you're not used to seeing the. You know, I was looking in the mirror. I was trying to figure out if I look angrier with or without, because with it, I have like resting a-hole face, and because you pointed it out, the when the mustache and beard come together, it draws it down. But I noticed that when I don't have it, if I just look straight ahead, I look angry. Like, I'm like,
I hate to break it to you, but you always look angry.
I'm not well. Externally, I'm not always angry. I mean, I'm dead inside, if that matters at all. But I mean, on the outside, I'm very much alive. I don't feel angry. I hope I'm not scaring anybody off. That's definitely not the goal there.
What I understand that you actually have a little bit of announcement.
Let's see. Do I?
Yeah,
which
like
one?
Didn't you have like a game last weekend or something like that?
Yeah. So we actually, I'm sorry, I'm grabbing you. Balls. Definitely not. Where's the volume on this thing? Stop that. Sorry, I was. I was trying to grab this, and then it opened up weird. Trying to grab the stream to share it out, but apparently I don't know how to use a computer.
Ain't that the truth?
Oh God, it's going again. Stop it.
What are you trying to do? I mean, look, I'm the one that's supposed to have technical issues here, not you.
I know. That's just me. So we did. We had our a game at the new field. We are hoping. We're definitely hoping that this new field will be our field for a while. We're not claiming it to be any sort of permanence at the moment, though, because we don't have a lease signed with him. The land is still for sale. Hopefully for us, it would be fortunate that the amount of acreage we have, it's not going to sell anytime soon. It's been for sale forever. But John Logan, God bless him, what a fantastic job he's done already with next to nothing. He made it playable and has done a wonderful job. He's done a wonderful job with just what we've had. We've got IBC containers. We have 55-gallon drums. We're putting stuff out there now. And really, we had a great day, wonderful game, and it was a welcome home game for my son, which was awesome.
And sorry I didn't make it. The discussion that we had before I went home was that you were not going to have one, and suddenly you had one.
This is true. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. We were kicking it back and forth because we weren't sure how much of the field we were going to have. We were going to be able to utilize. Didn't know how many people we were going to have there for it. So there was a lot going on that was uncertain. And then at the last minute, we were like, you know what, let's just have it. And so we did, and it turned out great. Really did. We had really nice turnout. About 65 players came out, which was fantastic. Super hot. So Florida. It was so Florida on Saturday. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 6 tents up all together, trying to give as much shade as we could. It worked, but it was really hot. We're trying to find a way to. We actually carted some folks around to get them to their start points. We had Echo 4 down, and we actually brought the entire Echo 4 squad off to another area so they could battle back and forth. And because we have we're working with 27 acres right now. We have a total of 55. So it was really we're really getting to do a lot. And like I said, John Logan doing a fantastic job. We will be looking for volunteers soon. John will be organizing that. Anybody that wants to come out and help chop down trees and put up barrels, we're looking for that. We'll have we'll give people free games and things like that for all their assistance. But we're definitely going to need the help for sure.
Yeah, a lot of space out there to play with. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So pretty much just got done sharing everything out. So we're kicking this off first 10 minutes, and so it's good that you guys at least have a new temporary field and everything else. That hopefully this one does stick around for a while, and we can that Dead End Outfitters can build off that, or what is it? DEO Battlegrounds.
DEO Battlegrounds.
Nice.
It's located on Turtle Trail Lane in St. James City. Go right to the website, deadendoutfitters.net, posted right there, the address, as is the address for our brand new store.
I heard a little God, I can't even talk today.
It's okay.
A little fairy told me that there's a special delivery coming tomorrow.
Is there ever? Yeah. So tomorrow and then again on Thursday. Tomorrow we have, if I did the math right, I think it's 227 items, and none of them are like small items. It's mostly guns and gear.
Nice.
All coming tomorrow. Yeah, I looked at the shop again. I'm like, I have no idea where this is all going to go. But we got everything that we could possibly want to get. That's all coming tomorrow. And then on Thursday we'll get the final shipment, which is another shipment of BBs coming from HPA, along with some other equipment and gear.
Oh, did my BBs come in?
We will have our HPA BBs on Thursday. We're going to be carrying both HPA and Elite Force BBs.
Nice.
Those are the 2 primary BBs we'll be carrying. We're doing everything we can. It seems almost every day we're getting a new vendor. So we're now up to 10. I'm getting ready to. I'm going to have them all posted on the website. I believe we're at 10 now. And we're official resellers for. And it's incredibly exciting. It really is. We are foregoing a game in 2 weeks. We're not going to be having a game in 2 weeks because we will be having the actual grand opening of the store. We're going to have a barbecue out in the front parking lot, The entire store, 10% off everything in the entire store.
So not this Saturday, but the following Saturday.
That is correct. Not this Saturday, the following Saturday, which would normally be a game day.
My
But
face
I know.
now. My face just itches so
I know.
hard.
I know.
Hey, well, we'll talk about that in the second part of tonight's thing of what's going to happen with that, which is going to be, Evil Expo and all that.
I do got to say this. Thank you so much to all of that are coming in, even though we're not open yet. That is both.
It's called soft opening.
That is both sarcastic and honest. I'm trying to get as much done as we can. I don't want to be closed to anybody that comes to the door. And we've been lucky enough that people have come, and I've been able to do some work for people on the spot. I've been able to help some people out that needed last minute BBs, things like that. And luckily we've had some from a previous delivery, which is awesome. But it feels fantastic to be able to supply that now, and know that we're going to be able to help people out more and more as the name gets out there more. As people realize that we are here, and within 150-mile radius, that we're the only brick and mortar airsoft shop that you can come to, and we're trying to put as many guns on the wall as we can so people can come and actually touch and feel, as opposed to just rolling the dice and ordering online. And
yeah, because that's one of the biggest things I'm a proponent of is when you go to pick up your first airsoft gun is to feel that airsoft replica in your hands. If you hold it, you feel it, you weave it, you wave it around and all that fun stuff.
Right.
That's where it really needs to be. And what the hell? Sorry, one of my programs is locking up on me here, and I'm making sure that's not interfering with the stream or anything else. So,
not that I don't love Christopher, by the way, but how come he's the only one in the chat?
I don't know. Evidently, we only have like 3 viewers right now, but things always crank up and then go up from there. So, all right. So let's talk about the first thing that's going to come up on Mayhem Mill 2. So it came to my attention that if you tuned into the stream and didn't watch the entire stream, that there was a high possibility whenever you watched the stream that you saw a lot of negativity about Mayhem Mill 2. At some points, it got very animated, very heated. We're not going to address any of those issues today of what we had problems with at Mayhem Mill 2. If you want to see some of the concerns and criticisms, there's another video for that. Just feel free to go check that one out on there. But the criticism came back was that, you guys didn't have fun at the event, so you're trashing it. That's actually not the case at all. We actually had a lot of fun at the event, a lot of fun with the players that were there. And a lot of times it got missed because there was 4 people talking. And at times there was a couple of issues that were very opinionated, to say the least. So we're going to be talking today about all the positives that happened for there. So people that understand that this event was actually a lot of fun. I've said it before, and I said it again. The reason why I dragged Papa to this event was because John Liu and Operation Lion Claws, they get some really awesome real world events, real world locations. I mean,
was phenomenal.
By far, it's like the same thing that I was at 3 of his different AOs so far. Southern Comfort, Mayhem Mill 1, Firestorm 1, which is in Elkin, and then of course, Mayhem Mill 2. So Southern Comfort was the first John Liu event I went to, and when I say that event was badass when it's in the location that it was in, it looked like half the freaking AO was rubble. Like you were in a bombed out Fallujah type thing, because literally they tore buildings down and rubble was everywhere. Scott Chin said I had fun. Hello, Yordi. So that AO was great. Then we went to Mayhem Mill 1, which, obviously you were there for Mayhem Mill 2, and they've already removed, I want to say about 25% of the machinery from, especially that one big room that we went into multiple times that was dark on the backside. That entire room had machinery on both sides. So you could actually go down one side and be protected from the catwalk. That catwalk is now uh, like like no, Ken was talking about the Southern Comfort, no man's land. So when it comes down to the events, the AOs, they really are kind of awesome. What I liked about Mayhem Mill 1 was that it was DEA versus cartel. And I think that was, not something that I've done a lot of AOs, like a lot of gameplays on. So getting drugs and everything else was kind of cool. Drugs are bad, okay?
Please clarify.
But and Mayhem Mill 2 went back to sort of like the Firestorm model, which was more of, one team against another, like one army against another army. So at this point, yes, Jordy, I saw your message. I'm going to continue going with all this. So,
well, let me and if anybody's like me who doesn't play a lot, unfortunately, I don't get to play nearly as much as I probably would like to. The Mayhem Mill 2, obviously same as Mayhem Mill 1, the AO was like playing an indoor game, an outdoor game indoor. It's hard to fathom how big it really was. When you're shooting so far that you're losing your BBs, you're not able to see them. When you can run and be out of breath and be in shape and be out of breath so far.
Hey, round is a shape, damn it.
It really was the AO itself, absolutely fantastic. I know that John was talking about wanting to try to bang out another one as quickly as possible because I guess they're getting rid of the building itself and all that. So he's got just enough time to get another one.
But yeah, the owner was looking at selling it.
Yeah, it is starting right there, starting with just the AO. Absolutely fantastic. It really getting inside and walking everything from, well lit because the bay doors open all the way down to pitch, like without exaggeration. My shin will tell you it was pitch black.
Wait, I think I could find that clip somewhere. You're not going to see anything. You're only going to hear us. Bang. So we are going to talk a little bit about Firestorm 2, Kevin. We already know the dates and all that. We're definitely going to go over there.
So yeah, that part of it was, I mean, that really the variety of that there was awesome. The like there was so much about, again, just the forget about before you ever pulled the trigger. The AO, there was some really cool objectives too, and I generally, not that I don't care about objectives, I'm mission based, not objective based, if that makes any sense. Like I'll move through an objective to an area to support those that are trying to achieve an objective. That's generally how what my role is and where I play. I can definitely say, we addressed it already. There were the minor issues that occurred. They were laser focused major issues. So they were big but small. Did not change my mind about going and playing there ever again. Did not change my mind about not wanting to go to a Lions Club event ever again. None of that happened. It whether you run a small game, large game, what have you, things happen. So not really here to address any of that. The interaction between players, and I think we talked about it a little bit. I had some of the best interactions I've ever had with opposing players. Obviously, you're always going to run into some where they weren't great, but to run into some that were great is so much better. That's memorable.
Some of
Laughing
the
and joking with someone you shoot is awesome. That's the best
some of
part.
the firefights were just amazing. I
No,
mean,
for
they
sure.
really were. I mean, some of the
Oh,
crap that
sure.
we pulled off and some of the stuff that was happened to us was really great firefights and all that. I mean, um, the only thing I'll make a recommendation on is that if you're having events in the summertime, if you're an event promoter, please put water at the two stations, at the two respawns. It might just be a smart move for all event promoters going forward. It's not a critique of the event. It's just that I've noticed it a lot more with a lot more events. Like when we went to the Veterans for Airsoft game, we remember they had brought water out. Even still,
Yeah.
people were like that one kid that we had to do the first heat cat that we did. Um, so I'm not.
Yeah, it's the I noticed, and having noticed that, we decided that we're going to actually start posting we're going to start putting a tent and a water station out at the new field because it's so big. We had some people come really, really, really close to Heat Cat. Like, heard them over the radio. I don't think I can keep going. Kind of thing. We're like, gotcha. Bring them on off the field. I think putting it out there and just a Gatorade jug, with some cups you walk by, you know right where it is, right in the center of the field. Go get you some water. Better than having to walk 20 acres back to try to get some water.
I think that was a little overboard though, because there was probably 100 cases of water at that event, and I'm not even going to lie about it. It was a lot of water that was there and left over for an event where it's not hot. It was actually that water was ice cold, literally, because it was 20 degrees outside when we started playing. So it's that the events and everything else that especially Mayhem Mill 2. So going back to Mayhem Mill 2 and going back to about the level of fun that we have, that is such a unique AO that if you guys, it's sort of like if you watch the videos of no, it wasn't, Kevin. I'll disagree. It was colder than Mayhem Mill 1. Sorry. But when it came down to when it comes down to, like, if you ever watched the videos of people inside playing in the malls and you said, damn, I wish I really could have done that, and you don't go to the mall things and you missed it, you're like, son of a, I missed it. Now's your chance to get into a really great AO that you won't run the risk of losing out on if you jump into it now. And for an event like that, if it is the next one, which is Firestorm 2, is going to be October 15th through 17th, back at the Carlisle Finishing Plant in Carlisle, South Carolina. I think the tickets were only going to be, like, if it's your first time going to a Lion Claw event, like I think 130 to 140. If you're alumni, it was like down to 90 or something like that. So, yes, David, I was there at Mayhem Mill 1. I was definitely there at Iron Horse 3. I know the temperatures at both. Wait, hold on one second. Is that my food? No, it's the damn kid knocking at the door. Iron Horse 3 was definitely colder. It was still, no, don't get me wrong. When I mean by colder, I mean only a few degrees colder. It was not like it was 14 degrees at Mayhem Mill 1. And that's why I don't camp.
You made a great point. It didn't really occur to me. The folks want to experience like the mall and things like that. Going and playing something like that. It's not to say that every outdoor game you go and play is the same. They're obviously not. An Overwatch versus a Starburst versus an Iron Horse. Any of those, they're not. They're not all the same, but it's similar. You build if you have buildings, the buildings are different depending on the building type, things like that. It might be something different, but this is different. This is absolutely different than anything you're going to play. There was some outside engagement. We did do some outdoor engagement, but it was mostly. Thank you, Yordi. It was mostly all it was all inside. The only time you're outside was to try to sneak around and come in from a different angle. So
Hey, kid.
it was
Yeah.
really truly a completely different environment. It's awesome, absolutely awesome.
It really is. I mean, you have 4 different play modes that are pretty much out there when you think about it.
Mhm.
Navigating uh, navigating pitch black. I mean, we're not talking about any light source. Um, and there was one point I'm going to try to find it as we talk here about it because it's worth pointing out. Yordi, Papa, or Battery Papa, and myself, we were navigating this thing because it was the start of the game of the first day. Our job was to find intel, find explosives, fake stuff, guys, and bring it all back. And I said, we're going through the basement. And I said, when we go into the basement, it is going to be pitch black. And it was. And we're going through and we're navigating slowly. Well, I'm not navigating slowly. I'm going pretty quick because I'm what's up, Ches? I'm going pretty fast as we're walking through because each time I would do a quick flash of the light, I could see ahead, and I was just feeling along the lines. Check those prints, and I can see what was good and what wasn't. Like I can go through, and then I'm doing a little bit of a foot shuffle thing as I'm walking forward, and I'm using my one hand. Sort of like as a tester to go through, and then I was able to. When I got all the way up to the building, or to that one thing just before you banged your shin, there was a clong. That was all that I know. Was that it was a dong. It was. And
You know what made that so bad? What made that so bad was I had stepped over or around it when we were in that entryway, and my concern was there was ductwork that was right overhead. The ductwork that was overhead that I didn't have to be worried about because the majority of the ductwork was over my head, but it was low enough for guys like you. So I turned back around and was trying to guide everybody back. I was tapping the ductwork like this so people could hear where it was and get them so they weren't going to whack their head. And I guess I had stepped forward or backward when I was doing that. Time to go, turned, and I was confident that I was still where I was. So I took a full-on stride. That was it. Oh, my God. I would have swore I broke it. I felt it immediately a knot. Like it just exploded out of my leg. It was so big. I didn't want to go on.
We had to pause, but at this point, we also had this kid that was in this dye mask that came walking up behind us, and he kept turning his lights on. And we're like, we know there's enemy off to our left. And we're like, I'm like, trust me. And then everybody's like, as he comes walking up, I was like, look, I didn't see what color his thing were. Pop. Did a quick shot at him, and he's like, he's green. I was like, I don't care. I was like, look, I'd rather shoot first and apologize later because we can medic him than to be caught like how I caught 6 guys. I knife killed 6 guys in that darkness. We also we had like 2 or 3 really good ambushes in there throughout the weekend where they didn't see us coming and we just lit them up. And then the only team that really was affected down there was the guys that were like I think they had like Gen 3 or Gen 4 nods. They weren't giving off any of that Gen 1 IR stuff, and all of a sudden they lit into us. I was like, oh crap! Yordi was there for that one. We knew they were over there. So it was that area was actually a ton of fun. But one thing I'm going to start off by showing is, Papa said it best. It's like, he goes, I don't have to worry about ductwork because he disappears. This dude is so small. He literally disappears. So Sunday, I determined myself that I hurt myself the day before with just overexertion issues and everything else. I decided that I'm just going to be a reporter of pretty much just I'm going to record, which was kind of funny because in the videos I had to keep catching myself by saying I can't tell you where to go. I'm just an observer. I'm just an observer. And it was really funny too, because a couple of times where like it was like green on green kills. I walked up, I was like, how does it feel to commit a war crime? But this is like one of the first instances. This is the beginning of the day on Sunday. And we're gonna beginning of the day on Sunday. There's Papa right there. We're out there with Dark Horse 6.
I have not seen this yet.
And the goal for us is that I think this is when we're trying to get the well, when I say we, I'm talking about the team I'm following, was trying to get the bombs into as close to the enemy spawn as possible. So when it goes down and we're going through, at this point, everything's fine and dandy. Everything's cool, right? Until I lose Papa. And it's a blink and you miss a moment. So, what the hell?
I don't know.
What's going on? Why is it not playing?
Now, to preface before...
All right, here we go. All right, there's everybody coming out. All right, so pay attention to this little guy right here, okay?
You're echoing when you're playing it, so I didn't hear what it said. What did I say?
No. There's Papa.
I still can't.
Objects in camera are taller than they appear.
Oh, I forgot I said that.
Okay, so there's Papa off to the right. Now I know where you went. You're over there off to the right.
Uh-huh.
You're right there.
Yeah. I started.
Okay, I'm going to let this play,
wide.
and I'm going to go get my food.
So, my goal was to go wide. Right? As these guys are coming up on the wall, I'll be able to see whatever could be coming out there. As we got to the edge,
Never mind. I can't say
there was nothing. There was nothing to be concerned about. So the next move after this was cut across, give cover. I'm far enough away that anybody that might be there isn't going to be able to reach me anyway.
So what I was doing is, you don't see it with the camera motion, because this is how, and this is actually an explanation on how I use my head a lot. And when I mean my eyes instead of my head to look around, my focus in all my eyes, my attention is over here on the left side. Mm-hmm. So my head is steady, but I'm looking to the left. For the record, Bowser there is having stomach issues from the breakfast burrito.
I'm pretty sure it's either this one or that one.
You wouldn't have had any stomach issues if you had that big egg and cheese bagel.
It's so hard to not comment right now.
So I'm going to take Alpha and go.
Okay, so now I see you walking over there, right? There's you over in that corner. And that's where you're going to go hide at. So here, I think this is about the point where I'm like, where the hell Papa go?
That way, I don't know if you guys are going up this building or go inside here. I know, right? Bravo squad, Bravo, what's up? We're going to look around this building.
Where'd Papa go?
You really were looking around for me. That's funny. Yeah, I darted across that road there to take cover on the other side. I can lay down cover fire for these guys to cross.
There's Papa.
The only thing you see is his head and his arm when he waves his arm around. It was.
What do you want?
It was just really funny because I'm looking around for him. I was like, where the hell did he go? It really was amusing to me. The stuff that was going on, and it was just. I'm gonna try to see if I can find more action shots of you because I know we have plenty because I followed you around primarily.
Mm-hmm.
Like this here was the doorway of doom.
Oh, was that the stairs coming up?
No, this one. Remember?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get my food. I'll be right back.
It is amazing that there are some who look so small, and it's not me, which means I must look even smaller. That is terrible. I look like a lost child in the woods. It's crazy. I do sometimes forget how small I am.
Look at him move.
Yeah. Ran a little too fast. I dropped 3 magazines. Yes, Jordy, I see you. Your build. As soon as your brother pays me for it, then you can have it.
What?
I'm so stupid. This is why I need to play more. I need to play more because then I would actually know how to secure myself. I'm out there running a gun on that day. Happened to be a gun that I had not fielded. I completely rebuilt that, all new internals, and had some trouble with the kick, with the gun. You know, little things here and there. What are you gonna do?
Okay. All right, I'm back. Just give me 1 second to get resorted. I'm going to find us some more action because the trapped area that you guys were in for a little bit. You know what I think I can do? I can get to where what they call the green machine run.
Ow, what the fuck?
Not that one.
That is not it.
Yeah, so that's actually a point. So here, I'm walking around with a high vis vest, my purple bluish Hawaiian shirt, and a deadlight on, and this happens.
Ow, what the fuck? Yo, dude.
He did apologize for shooting me. It was an accident. But it was funny. So I'll stop sharing this for a second, so I can go through and start finding more of our cool stuff and all that. But
We
it was
found, by the way, that orange vests become targets, not deterrents.
evidently.
It was awful, but
Oh wait, I found a good spot. I found a good one of you.
And thank you, Yordi. I'm looking 15 years younger.
it was awful. But you know what?
Your tears are delicious.
That's when somebody was getting a little bit emotional about talking about his son.
Oh God, what are you doing to me? Don't show that.
That's all I got, remember, because the camera was off?
Yes, and then you turn it on because I asked if it was off, and you're like, oh, let me turn this on. Yes, I did get emotional. That was a few days before I was going to see Dom. That was the day before I was headed to see him, to go see Dom, who had been gone for 5 months, 5.5 months, and which is the longest I've ever been away from him in his entire life. And going to see him now as a cavalry scout, graduate cavalry scout. So, and the thought at the moment was, I'm here, I'm playing this game, this sport that he introduced me to, that we played almost 8 years together, that because of him, it became a lifestyle. It became it became a my means of income. It helped me be a part of a community and grow. So many things attached to it, and it all stemmed from him. And I had that moment, that Zen moment, while I was walking back. It was dead quiet, dimly lit, the whole thing, and I'm walking, and I'm just inside my head, and that's what happened. So my cold dead heart, arose for a moment and warmed slightly, and then you made it go away again. So thank you for that.
That's what I always do. I'm trying to get some good shots. I mean, like, just to give an idea of some of this stuff. I mean, I don't think we've shown much video on the previous one, so I'm going to mute.
Yeah, I didn't get. There was none of the stuff that you got from me in the last video.
I'm going to mute this real quick. I'm going to keep it muted as it plays, so that way people can see this, the coolness. And we can probably do it like this. There we go. Oh, much better. Just to give an idea of like the stuff that was going on inside this facility and all that. I mean, this is just the lower area.
That the dim lit that you're seeing there is not because it's a bad camera. That's how dark it was in certain areas, and that's not even dark comparatively speaking.
That was well lit for. That was almost the sight of the sun, and for some of the areas that we were in, because it really was. I mean, it's 1.8 million square feet of office space, of mill space. So you have office space, like Kevin said, that was upstairs. You had all sorts of
12 acres, and that what 1.8 million.
1.8 million square feet was the size of the facility on essentially 3 levels.
$1.8, you said?
Mm-hmm. The entire property is over 800 acres.
$4.1 acres of building.
I just want to point out that if Papa would have fell inside that hole, he just would have disappeared forever.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's not true. 180.
He's straddling.
41. Excuse me, 41 acres.
And this area right here, like where all these guys were at, that was all machinery. They ripped out. Where that track was in the ground, I guess, was the water runoff or whatever that goes into their sewage system. And that's how big this thing is. And it's actually pretty awesome.
There are some non-awesome parts of it that Wiener and Fallon discovered. Both of them discovered apparently the same trapdoor because they both fell through it. You definitely had to be, you had to be aware of some of those areas because there were
treacherous.
You could see it right there. I mean, I didn't know how deep some. I know you teased me about it because I didn't know how deep some of it was, but I was listen. If it's 8 inches deep, you can twist an ankle. You know, foot and a half, you could break something. So I was just looking out for people. That's just what I do.
Now I'm going to point this out. This guy standing right here. This is how you set security. I'm going to go back to the big screen on this one. Just watch the intensity and the look on Bangham's face. He does like that one little glance around, but he's like, nope, there's movement over there, and it's like it's green. He goes, I don't care. Look at him. He's just like laser focused. Everybody else is having a conversation, and he's like, I'm gonna shoot some people. As they're all just futzing around and they're like trying to make the decision, and Bangham's like, I'm still facing forward. We moving? There's John Liu out on the event. All right. Because I was just going around to get some footage at that point. Let's see. Oh, I know what I need to do. Hold on. I'm going to stop sharing for a second so I get the files in order. There we go. Each time I advance, it's cutting because it's going by name and not by like progression of the time frame. If that makes sense.
Sure. What you said.
So the files are set up by name and not by, like sequence of events. Oh wait, is this where I think I might have found where like Sebastian goes to shoot you?
To shoot me? Oh, you have that. I mean,
I think I do.
After I told him where I was going to be.
I think I do. Let's see. Again, I'm going to keep it muted so that way I can talk while we're going over this. Because I'm pretty sure that's Seb right there, and there's you. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, this is just after it happened. Because look, you go to shoot at
him. He deserved it. I don't care what anybody says.
Actually, I think that's exactly what you said. Hold on.
What are you aiming at? Oh, plug him right in the ass.
He swore he wasn't oblivious. He said he just knows the sound of my gun.
I think he's right because he did sort of have like that little side thing going on. But let's see if I can find the actual moment where that happened.
I intentionally did not shoot him.
I think it's
around him.
I think it's right here, actually.
Isn't he your battle buddy?
He's my battle retard. That's what he is.
I love the fact how none of them have come over to Medicaid yet.
Huh?
I love how none of them have come to Medicaid yet.
Yeah, I know. Hey, just so you know, team, I'm dead.
As a great reminder.
Join Dark Horse 6, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
What did you say last night about Dark Horse 6? Trying to get them to do something?
It's like herding cats. We love it. In my defense. In your defense, my ass.
Good. How does it feel to team kill someone? Your partner, your battle buddy.
Fuck you.
For the record, I have not cursed yet.
Yeah, we're right. Alright. Well, it's okay, because I team killed Jason.
In my defense, I have not cursed yet on the stream tonight.
You have not, but your pseudo person has. There was you swearing on the video.
It doesn't count.
Ah.
It doesn't count.
So, guys, yeah, it doesn't really do it justice. The video itself. I mean, everything that you've seen so far is all different areas too. You know, you're seeing different sections.
How does it feel to team kill somebody? How does it feel to team kill your own teammates? Remember, this was the hole we came up last time we were here.
For now. This is where they came up.
Yeah, that's remember when we did our lone wolf shit last time on Sunday.
That's how they got up here. That's good.
It's pitch black down there. Yeah. Did you just shoot Papa?
I got it. I told you. I told you I got it.
Oh my god!
I'm like, okay. The next thing you know, I fire it on the ground.
With friends like these. Huh? Hey, somebody says, I got a high-vis vest. I was like, I'll take it. It says Lowe's on it. I was like, I don't give a shit. If it doesn't get me shot, I'm good to go.
No, I work at Lowe's. That's why it's funny.
So that's like some of the great things about this event and all that was just the fun that you had.
Sure.
With messing around. I mean, for the most part, we didn't take ourselves seriously throughout the thing, especially on Sunday. You know, there was all sorts of great little conversations and stuff like that. But I'm going to show people, you know, the darkness. Let's see, Evo 1. Oh wait, Evo 1 is mine. I want to do it with you guys. So that'll be Evo 2, I believe. All right. Okay. Pretty sure this is it.
There's also going to be.
Mute you again. All right, it's not that one. Oh, I found it. Oh, I'm trying to get to the point where, oh, there we are. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, normally I'll be a little bit more prepared, but
So, yeah, the one of the big differences about playing inside that AO is, although it was large, the interaction you've got to have after the fact. You know, you've seen it a couple times already. You know, walking through, getting to an engagement, and being dead, or coming up upon some dead opposing team, and you get more of that at that AO than you do at a large outdoor AO. You know, usually it's shoot, kill, and then you're off to somewhere else. You're not really getting that time to engage with them so much.
as you can hear, it's playing.
Yeah, this is not missing video. This
is one of the ambushes we did.
Which one?
This is one of the ambushes we did.
Accuracy by volume.
Go down.
Actually, I gotta play that back. I think I got hit.
Go.
You got hit?
I think so.
Go down.
Yeah, you saw that?
I saw it go by. Did it hit you?
Listen. It was that little audible thing. So you guys heard it here first. I got hit and didn't realize it. So for those of you that say I don't call myself out for not calling hits, guess what? Yeah, right there. Saw it?
Yeah. How about that? I saw it fly by. I didn't. It looked like it.
One ricocheted off, but the other one,
Oh, and
like,
the second sound is what that was.
yeah, the second sound, one came right across the top. So what I probably thought it was the ricochet that came off the side.
Yeah.
Right there. There's the BB. See that little line? Watch.
Yeah.
Listen. Yep.
Yeah. Now, what's that sound? What did it hit?
It must have grazed off the top of the helmet.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense because that's what I was standing in front of, and that's the only thing that would make that sound. So, for those that might think that we don't call ourselves out when we don't do something, that was an accidental find. I mean, one could argue I think I got the guy first. But no, a shot came in and it went off my helmet and I didn't hear it and I got hit. Okay. I really thought because of the succession, I thought it was that one that came in from the side. At the time of playing, it's probably that. But, what's the famous thing that we always say? When in doubt, call it out.
Yep.
Because I should have called myself out on that ricochet because
Call him on the radio. Oh, there he is.
All right.
Stay down here. I'm going to go up and call you when it's safe.
So I kept my radio off. So this is like one of my favorite flanking maneuvers I did because it goes right to what I like to call the white offices here. See if I can get a better picture of it. That doorway goes into a long flank, and then once it goes out. So for those of you that maybe paid attention last time, this is where the incident happened, where I shot the dude in the leg. So that's an awesome. If you can get that location and hold it down, if the spawn's staying the same spot for Mayhem Mill 2, guys, this building right here is crucial because if you're on tan side, you actually have a door that's right on this wall, like right around the corner here. There's a door that goes in. There's this door right here. There's one that goes out long ways across, and there's one that goes out facing the tan spawn. So you can move up to the back side of the building and get in there and get into position because there's also big windows inside this room. As I think we all go in there so you can see.
Move. Come on.
Tan spawn somewhere back there. All right. So. See, there's a door that faces out. You got a window that I just passed.
Where's Papa? Get over here. This is where all went down.
All right, so as you saw, you got these two nice big bay windows. You can see clearly down the line. You got this door that goes in, and then right over here, that's the door that goes into the other office.
This is where all went down.
And you can see right into enemy spawn. Now, there is a secondary place from here that you can go. So if you go out the back door, I'm trying to see if I have it on this video or not. So this is like a nice little cheat sheet, guys. If you go out this back door and you go up to right here and you cut around, there's another office building right there.
Is this your segue into telling them how I chose not to use the room, the office?
Yes, this is exactly how I'm going to say. When I say we got to get to this office because it's a great holding position because the only thing we have to do is essentially hold 3 doors. And we'll be able to really maneuver and go around. And then when a certain someone decides to not follow,
well, there was something going on. I had something happening. It was. And yes, that sound you're hearing, folks, is an active transformer, one of which I think I walked near. That's why I look younger. The radiation actually made me look younger. The hair all fell out as a result of it.
Come on, man.
Jordy.
So we're going to go to the building now. So as you saw, I came out the back door, and there's that office right there. You run down and go inside. There's a door right on that back side.
Move up. Get Papa. Get Papa.
This is where we were all like, now we got something here.
Did you hear any of that? Or was I just talking? Or are you just watching the video?
I'm just watching the video. I heard you say it.
Oh, okay. Now this is another sneaky spot. Because it's dark in here, you have these nice windows that are right here that looks right into enemy spawn. That door goes upstairs with that. Hold on. That door looks upstairs to where all those boxes were, those like the shelving units were and all that for where they stored the finished product. And then right over, and then out this side, you can go through this entire dark areaway, and it goes into another section that allows you to go up from the back server room side. So essentially, if you get your team in here, and their spawn is enemy spawns right where I said it was in that area again, this is a devastating spot to hold because they will not be able to push out effectively. To get past. It's very hard to get past this area if you have it locked down. At this point, I think we decided that that we got all the intel and we were going to run it back. Actually, that's exactly what happened.
Come on.
Come on.
I decided to give you guys cover.
That was a good hit.
Is that your tracer unit flashing like that?
Yeah, it's a Ace Tech blaster.
Jordy.
Oh, you are using one of the blasters. Like I had the fireworks one on it. Okay. I didn't realize you were running with that.
Green. Okay.
What did he say?
No, 10. I was like, okay.
Nothing.
This was
Green.
Look, I got to play that back because if it's a blink and you miss it moment, if you see Papa running, he does this little squat run.
What?
Green.
Right there. That's you.
Okay.
That's
It
you.
is?
Yeah.
Green.
You moved
Green.
Actually, I have the next part of this in a great clip, and that's going to end once we do this last clip. We'll go through, and that'll be like the section of Mayhem, the end of Mayhem Mill 2. Let's close this out for a second. I'll try finding it in 1 second.
Yeah, I again, to reiterate, and you started off by saying this, I think that because of the fact that there was a topic that got chopped down on topic that got chomped down on last stream in regard to this, and it really, we got kind of got lost in the weeds with all of it, and it cast, I think, a negative vibe in regards to it, and that was, in my opinion, a complete and total opposite of how I felt about the event as a whole. Some of the things that people had a negative opinion on, I didn't have. I saw a couple of things occur, but on a scale of 0 to 100, I rate it like a 98 because really everything about it was great except for some really, some blatant but small, relatively speaking, events. So I truly don't think that. I think it got misconstrued, and I think it was a misunderstanding in regards to it. My opinion.
Yeah, because we did try to sandwich as much as positive that's there. So to get you and Yordi back with all the intel and all the bomb stuff, I did a sacrifice play. I knew it was going to happen, so I went full tilt, and here it is, because I got the 2 clips together.
Green
or tan?
For the record, I shot that guy.
Is that why the clip is named Tan Cheater?
Yeah, but yes, and then this happened. So I bled out, went back to respawn. You guys were still trapped, and then we came. This was me pushing everybody out to come get you to clear the path.
Come get me.
You were the one with all the intel.
One down. 2 down.
2 down.
All right, gentlemen, I'm about to be stupid. Thank you. Come on, man.
Yo, shit.
There's your signature. Come on, man.
I gotta get patches made.
Medic.
Gonna have a caricature of you going.
Thank you.
Finish describing that.
Finish describing it? Oh, wait, what the? Why is it ended so soon? No! Alrighty, I guess I did not have the full grenade clip up there. Anyways, I ran through and threw a grenade perfectly and killed a whole bunch of people. It was awesome. Crap, I thought I had the clip. I had the clip of it. That really sucks. I don't. Shoot. Because it was such a badass moment.
No.
You know what? It's probably back here.
You didn't feel it. It's all good.
Oh,
I was coming for you because I saw you in the doorway.
Okay, wrong Evo. That's why. I keep going to the wrong Evo. Oh, it's gonna be this one. All right, cool.
There's only one back there. Hey, do you see the orange machinery in the middle of that blue? He's right off to the left side of that. He's in between that orange, right at the orange side of that machinery.
I know my great descriptions here, guys. I'm sorry.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. See that blue first piece of blue machinery right there? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go to. Maybe you give me cover when I say it. 3, 2. Wait, let me refresh my.
Hey, I was prepared, man.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Cover fire.
This was a beautiful grenade throw coming up, by the way.
Do your arms hurt?
For carrying the team, yes, I do.
I meant patting yourself on the back.
Thank you. Oh shit! I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. You all right?
I saw
I
the.
did not see your deadlight. I'm so glad.
Was it a target? Did you see the flashing light and think it was a target? Is that what you did?
No, actually, when I came around, I saw his foot, and as soon as I was pulling the trigger, I realized it did bad because I saw the light flash, and I was like, shh. That's why I was like, shit.
Sit on the gun anyway.
Game.
This is where it gets funny.
Joker to Yorty. Are you guys alive? All right. You should be free to move up. I cleared out everybody that was shooting at you.
You got an echo going, so I can't understand what you're saying. What I'm saying.
Right here.
It said, you came back with, we're in spawn. So you already got back to spawn after I cleared all these guys out trying to come free. But also if you heard the guy who's like, great grenade and everything else, that was the fun of the event. There was so many awesome, epic moments like that at Mayhem Mill 1. So
I'm still looking for a particular video. I'm still waiting to see it.
A Mayhem Mill 2? What? What video? Your video?
Mm-hmm.
Ducky.
Are you going to tell me that you didn't get it?
Which one?
This when I came up out of the stairs?
Oh, I have that.
I haven't seen any of the video yet.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
You feel that I should be? I mean, I know that we try to keep this as real and candid as possible, but shouldn't I be privy to some of the video prior to the rest of the audience?
If we weren't busy, sure.
If we weren't busy. Busy making Warhammer characters. Go on. Would you like to see us swearing?
Big old bag of fucking dicks, fucking dicks.
1 hour, 15 minutes. You did well.
I did extremely well. I know why you haven't seen it, because this file is freaking huge.
Yeah, what the hell?
There we go. I don't know that I'm streaming and I have people in my place like Bouncy. What?
So I can print on the other machine. There's nothing on it.
Really? Unbelievable.
Well,
Actually, I can't. Sorry. I got lights connected to everything else, so. Fine, I'll fucking fix it. Anyways, the part where you come up out of the ground, I think I found it. Ugh. This was so.
Mind you, it took so long for me to engage. You watch there because I couldn't see anything. I was so fogged at that moment that I could not tell if they were tan or green at all.
And I was like, I can't say shit. Because this is streaming live, by the way.
Not bad for an unfielded gun.
Hey.
I was getting shot at.
Good shot.
I didn't cross yet, did I, or did I?
Huh? No, and I got shot by those guys.
I hadn't crossed yet at that point, right?
Maybe. Oh well, that's when the phone died. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, the phone battery died because you're down there and you're shooting from that little hole, and they had no idea. It was so funny because it's like I had to stop myself multiple times of saying, "It's Dan, shoot him." I'm like, ah.
If I was smart, which I wasn't at the moment, I would have fired a couple rounds and just ducked down and waited it out for a second, come back up.
Well, you heard me say "ow." They thought I was shooting them.
Not that I wanted you to get shot, but
you're a damn liar. Of course you did.
Well, yeah, we all do.
Of course. Why do you want to shoot me?
Having you be a target is fantastic.
Look, when I sign up for it, sure. When I'm walking around taking videos and pictures and all the other stuff, not so much. So, evidently, my family cannot be patient. Speaking of which. Wait, can you hear me?
I can. Yeah, you said speaking of which.
Oh no! No wonder why you're getting a fucking echo. It's not going through this headset.
I heard speaking of which, and then.
Speaking of which, can you hear me now?
I got you. Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So now I know what the problem is.
Test.
Yeah.
That's very quiet. It was much louder before.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing.
I can hear you. Yeah, but it's quieter than it was.
Oh, what the hell? Why is this doing this now? Ah, crap.
That's good enough. Keep it like that.
No wonder why. Because what was going on is that the audio was coming through my camera. That's why I was like, why the hell is it playing in two spots? All right. So, hey, what printer is this for? Oh, yeah. I'm going to do this.
So while we're waiting, I will say that I was speaking about the grand opening coming in 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks now. There will be a barbecue out front. Come on down. If you're in the Lee, Collier, where else? Charlotte County areas. Did I miss any other areas? Is that all right? Come on over. Come on down. It'll be on all day Saturday. 10% off the entire store for the day. And come and enjoy some good barbecue. Looks like we might actually even have a DJ. Had somebody offer DJ services. If anybody knows if I need to have a permit to have a barbecue in the parking lot, please somebody let me know. I mean, I guess I could probably look it up. I just haven't done so yet.
It depends on if you're selling the food or not.
I could sell a plate and then you could just eat.
I imagine.
So,
you know, you're gonna make me mad with this crap. You know that, right?
What, having barbecue and
yeah, about all this stuff where you're doing this shit when I'm out of town.
Listen.
No, you listen. No, you listen.
It's not. I don't set your schedule. I set my schedule. If you wish to be on my schedule, then by all means, feel free to join in. You got Battle Bus Adventure stuff going on.
Yeah, that's the next thing we're going to talk about as soon as I'm done slicing this stupid thing now. Yeah.
Well, I guess while we're doing stuff, can I do this?
Sure. I don't know what you're doing because I had to do that. Hold on one second. What are you talking about?
It just said for a particular company.
Oh, just you're ripping up stuff from Evike?
I didn't say that. You did.
Okay, Sharp Eye, what airsoft places in Florida do you normally go to? What's it called? All right, well, there's two places. For during the week, I typically go to Miami Airsoft. Mm-hmm. It's down in Hialeah. That's an indoor CQB field, 20,000 square feet. Miami Airsoft's a lot of fun to play in. Just be aware that it is summertime, so it is hot in there. It is a warehouse. And there's going to be a lot of people there during the week because of, summer and the kids are there. The next place I'll be going to, as soon as, I'm in town for an opening, when it's open, would be DEO Battlegrounds over in Fort Myers. I have also been known, so if you haven't been to an event or a field like with Papa, it's definitely an experience. It'll ruin you for other places, which is why now I don't say call your hit. I just say, come on, man. That's my code for call your hit. Because Papa
Dead End Outfitters, by the way. You actually didn't say that. You said Papa. You said you come and play with me. But so you're aware.
DEO Battlegrounds is what I said.
DEO Battlegrounds.
I said that.
I did not hear it.
Oh, that's because you're deaf, but that's...
I tune you out quite often.
Yeah, that happens all the time. And guess what? When I say the important things, which is sort of what my job is to do, is to promote your stuff, and you don't listen to what I say, guess who's in the problem? You. That's who the problem is.
I wasn't listening. I just want to hear you swear.
Yeah, guess what? It didn't happen now, did it?
It did. It happened
1 hour...
10 minutes ago.
9 minutes ago, yes. I'm well aware when I said the F-bomb. And it was totally 100% deserving. So I love how they tell me to put something onto the thing for them, and then they disappear.
Sure.
This is how... Yo, you going to come get this now?
So yeah, Sharp Eye, where are you from? Where are you? What town are you in Florida?
All right.
What area are you from?
Hold on, before you do that, I actually hid it in a subfolder on the SD card. So 5 to 1 says she comes back and says, I can't find it. Did you hear any of that?
I heard that.
Yeah. So my Sharp Eye, where are you located at? What's the closest major city to you? Because that usually helps tell people where to go. So, I mean, if you're near Orlando, probably the closest place you're going to go to is Wayne's World of Paintball. They do airsoft stuff there.
Yeah. Well,
Melbourne.
Yeah. Melbourne's gonna.
If Combat Zone has their field open, they'll be the closest place to you. If not, it's going to be Wayne's World will be the first choice because it's got, I think it's like 11 acres or 7 acres or something like that. And then Sentinel, I'll get to that in a second. The second one would be Wasteland Ops. And there's no other airsoft fields worth mentioning in that area besides those.
Yeah, because
we're not
Tiger's too far down and over, and so is Holy Cows, right? Stampede's too far down and over, also, right? Is Xplex still open? I can't hear a word you're saying.
I started laughing because guess what she did? She came back and said it's empty. Xplex, I believe, is open, but guys, I'll be right back. Papa, help him out. I'm gonna go fix this for her.
Help him out.
It's not like I'm busy on a stream or anything.
Yeah, right. I mean, just abandon the stream. So, I'm familiar more with the stuff at West Coast and Southwest area. Joker travels all over the place, so he can tell you some more of the other stuff. But if you're up in that area, Wayne's World and Wasteland are probably going to be your two best bets. Xplex being open, definitely go there. And don't be afraid to travel too. I mean, you've got some stuff in the area. If you want to take a little trip, you definitely have some stuff in a little bit further of an area. Sentinels, I'm wearing Multicam Tropic. Me and my team are wearing Multicam Tropic. I'm not sure what Joker's wearing. I know he's green. Joker's wearing straight OD.
Yep, okay. Straight. The same green that you guys see me wear. Solid green top, solid green pants. There, it's actually going to help me blend into the darkness that's there. Actually, it did not save to the file.
So they were right. You were wrong.
I did. Look, I thought I put it in the subfile. You shut the hell up, okay? Which is kind of weird because I thought I already put this on there. Oh, no wonder why. Wait, no, that's our printer. Yeah. Save to disk. Ooh, that's where I saved it to. I did not save it to the. What the hell? Why is it not? Come on.
So the grand opening, if that's the event you're referring to, my sharp eye, is the 31st. So come on by Cape Coral. 31st of July is our grand opening. You'll see everything in the shop. I'll be, I'm going to be posting pictures of the shop, everything that we've got in, all that, so everybody can come. Hopefully by that point too, I definitely got to give another shout out. The amount of help that I've been getting from my team, from the community, there's just, there's just so much support. I don't know where I'd be if it wasn't for the help. And that's what makes it, to me, that's what makes the community so great. Again, I spoke about him before, and I got to shout him out again because he's doing such a great job. But Eric Fort, he took it upon himself to reach out, and he saw the website and saw that it needed help, and he jumped right on it and started doing the work. And it's because of him that it looks the way it does right now. And that's a positive thing, not a negative thing. I'm thanking him for it. It looks 1,000 times better than it did when I left it just hanging there bleeding. And he's doing more and more all the time in the background. In the back end right now, he's pairing it up to our Square account so that every single thing that's listed in the shop will be available online as well. So anything that we've got here, you can order direct, and we can get it shipped right on out to you. We're setting up the custom build area so that you can actually go on and at least to a particular extent, you can customize your gun. You can order your length of D-hop if you want it to be a drop-in with a the Ditech or the Max, whatever you want, just throw it right in there. So he's done a fantastic job, and I haven't been able to thank him enough yet, but he is coming down for a visit. And when he does, I'll be thanking him then, because he's bringing all of his guns and gear, and I'm going to be doing everything I can to make it better than what it looked like when it showed up.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, got it for them. All right, so
I tried to give you as much filler as I could, man.
I know. We're good to go. All right. So let's move on to the next segment. We're going to talk about Evil Expo and what is Evil Expo and what we're doing. So for those of you guys that don't know, we run Battle Bus Adventures. So through Players One and all that, what we do is we help people with limited mobility play Airsoft. And the reason why I wanted to do a Battle Bus was, and besides the Battle Bug, not only to help people play Airsoft and all that, but help us complete our mission by making these technicals and bringing people out. We needed a vehicle that would be invited out to Comic-Cons and stuff like that to help us offset the cost and raise money, because most Airsoft events, people don't, some people buy some patches here and there. If I have excess gear, they'll buy the excess gear off me. But we really don't have anything else to sell besides what we're doing there. Sometimes we'll have raffles depending on the event. Some events allow us to have raffles, some events don't. And when we do this stuff, again, it's to help us build out the battle bus. Like the next thing is we want to get the color done, the paint job finish, which makes it Fortnite blue. So that way we could do these Comic-Cons, raise the funds that we need to pretty much pay for the events that we need to go to throughout the year, because running that bus is not cheap. Like right now, it's in the shop getting the AC fixed. Because if it's the winter time, I really wouldn't care. But it's summer, and the bus is currently black. Hold on one second. Hold on. It says CS, CH or CS left and right. Choose one. It's for sure on there now. I didn't fuck with her. I just put it straight on there. Oh, look, I dropped the F-bomb.
There you go.
So when we go out and do this stuff, places like Evil Expo, which is going to be, they commissioned a bus to come out. I'm pulling up their website right now. It's going to be in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, on the last July 30th through August 1st. And there's going to be a lot of great entertainment there. We're going to be there, so if you guys want to come out and take a look at it, tickets, I believe, go up in price tomorrow. They have a lot of cool vendors and everything else, and Evil Expo celebrates the villains, so we can go through, and Jeff Mack Events does bring a lot of entertainment and a lot of different stuff to these events and all that. So it's going to be at the King of Prussia, at the Alloy King of Prussia Doubletree Hotel by Hilton. And there's going to be a lot of cool stuff out there. I believe there's going to be musical entertainment and everything else. He typically does that. Quite a few cosplayers are going to be out there. So he has an open bar speakeasy, which is kind of nice.
Wait, it's open bar?
The open bar speakeasy. Let's take a look at it and see what it is.
Does it mean it's open as in it's in the outside?
I have no idea, but you know what?
Because I might just go if it's an open bar speakeasy. Because I love me some speakeasies.
Ooh,
good drinks there.
I'm sorry, I'm reading. Oh, well, let's make some new memories besides Walkerville and abandon a perfectly good drink. Not your pal, not in this landlocked realm. 2-hour open bar. Hang out with your fellow attendees. I mean, you have to pay to go into the speakeasy.
Go into this thing, yeah, but then it's open after that.
Yeah.
I can do a lot of damage in 2 hours.
No, because you know what you're doing that weekend? You know what you're doing that weekend?
Yes,
Can I tell you what you're doing your weekend?
Yes, please. I may have forgot. That's the 31st you're referring to? Is that Saturday the 31st? What will I be doing? It might have slipped my mind. Please help remind me and everyone else that's watching what I'll be doing Saturday, July 31st, from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. Saturday, July 31st.
So you're going to have the grand openings and everything else. Meanwhile, I'm going to be walking around with my Loki for president with my horns on, doing stuff with the battle. Give me my Jerry's. The big one. See, this is the cool thing that we're currently printing. This is Jerry, the octopi. And I say octopi because we have multiple Jerry's. Wait, Jerry's upside down. Thank you. Saying and start. This is how Star starts. Crap. Sometimes it's bad. It's great to have lighting on. Sometimes it's bad, but that's the pin that I'm going to be putting on because Star's already printed me up some horns, so she's going to be Lady Loki, and I'm going to or Sylvie if those of you that are watching the Disney Plus channel one. And then I'm going to be walking around my little octopus because Braxton's going to be showing up to that event with the Humvee and the Audi, and he's got them all rigged up to look like Hydra agents and all that. So,
if I understand correctly, somebody took care of the weapon systems for that Humvee.
Yeah, that's not allowed to be used at the event. Only shown up. I got to make sure that he doesn't bring any magazines for any of the guns because, yeah.
Well, he can spin the barrels. He doesn't have to shoot it.
So remember, I told you before that I printed one and I sliced it to be 50% larger, and that's got to be 200% larger.
Yeah, I definitely think that's bigger than 150%.
I mean, this one literally almost fits inside the other one.
Where is Braxton anyway?
I think he's on a date right now. He called me earlier. So, if you guys want to,
divorcing his cow.
Hey, she's not that bad. She's not that big. Come on, man. Be nice. Who are you to body shame? I mean, look at you, you little oversized Keebler elf.
I'm all for big udders and what have you. It's not really my thing, but to each his own, and I'm willing to try new things all the time.
Each time that you say udders, the only thing that I remember from is American Pie with Stifler, or American Pie 2, where it's like, it's a thing.
Yes, it is.
So if you guys want to celebrate villainy and everything else, come on out. I guess it's Pennsylvania's first convention since the lockdown. So if you have nothing better to do on that weekend, this will definitely be a fun event to come check out. And that's weird.
Okay.
It's a magnet pin. That's cool.
Oh, you put a thing behind it and it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, let's do it just like that. Are we wearing it during the stream now? Loki for president. So come on out and check it out. If you go to evilexpo.com, you can actually see the pricing for the tickets and all that stuff. Man, I keep getting bombarded with messages and stuff here. So weren't we supposed to have a special guest on?
Yes, yeah. And we are trying to do that now as we speak.
Okay.
Working diligently, or at least I am. I don't know. I don't know if he is. Trying to stall as best as possible, doing everything I can to forego the.
Here's me just throwing stuff out.
Yeah. It appears that there were some technical difficulties.
All right. So
you should keep an eye on the waiting room.
I get a notification in my ear. It goes ding really loudly. So I get notified each time somebody comes in. So back to Evil Expo. If you guys want to check out some patches, some of our games, want to take a picture on the battle bus and get a feel of what it's like up inside the turret. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to shoot the guns off because as soon as the hotel actually heard that, we're going to have a sim cannon on that thing, I had about a 2-hour conversation with the hotel trying to go over everything, making sure everything was correct and okay. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot of cool stuff out there. We're also gonna have a bunch of games. We're gonna have our loaded dice out there, which is our drinking glass. So instead of rolling your dice, you drink your die roll instead. Sarah's gonna be out there. We'll have the battle bug, the battle bus, the Humvee, and the Audi all out there for you guys to take pictures with. In addition to games and all that for sale. So come check out Evil Expo. I know that we're typically primarily an airsoft channel, but we will actually have our airsoft guns out there as well at the vehicle, so you can actually pick up and feel some of this stuff and get pictures with it and all that. See some of the stuff that we run, and just have a good time. I mean, that's our ultimate goal, is to have a blast while we're out there meeting the fans, meeting the people. So especially if we haven't met before, come out and say hi so we can actually shake hands and all that fun stuff and get a couple patches and help support an awesome cause. Because the more people that come out to this event because of Battle Bus Adventures means that we get picked up for more and more events in the future. I believe we're going to be live streaming the entire time through TikTok, so that's going to be kind of fun. So that's Evil Expo in a nutshell. So we're actually moving through pretty quickly. We're at 1 hour and 42 minutes, and now we're going to go into why do we play Airsoft? So, Greg, I'm being called away again. So why don't you go ahead and explain why we're talking about this? And, it's actually a really good topic that we're probably going to incorporate a lot into our discussions.
So I saw, I talked to Mark about this, wanted to bring it up. I saw something, I've been doing this now about 8 years, and I know people that have been doing it 3 times that length, and some people that just started. And a lot of different reasons people start playing. I know when I first, and everybody's heard the story 1,000 times, when I first started playing, it's because of my son, and the first time I saw it, I thought it was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen. And I thought it was a bunch of guys running around playing Army. I'm retired. I'm medically retired from the Army myself. I was a tank commander and a recruiter. And I thought it was dumb. I thought it was guys, just trying to do something. And then I learned a little bit more about it, started playing a little bit, and realized it was something I could do with my son. It was a bonding experience. And then it grew from there. As a sport, it's great. Depending on how hard you play and how much you play, you really get the exercise in. As a hobby, it definitely keeps you engaged. And as a community, it's fantastic. I think it'd be hard pressed to say that there's other communities out there. I mean, I know some guys, other odd communities that are pretty big. And I say odd because they're non-traditional, whether it's RC or gaming or what have you. But I think that our community, we've done a lot together. I know from our point of view, we've done a lot. But I saw, I've seen posts. I've put a post up, why do I play Airsoft and things like that. I saw a post the other day that someone put up, and then there was a follow-up response to it. That said, they play Airsoft because it was a dream of theirs to join the Army. And they have a disability. They didn't mention what the disability was. And so they couldn't join. So they play Airsoft. And then I saw there was a follow-up, someone mentioning a disability of theirs that kept them from playing, and they said kept them from joining the Army, and that they mentioned that they play as a result of that as well. And I took a minute to think about that and try to look at it, as I do most things, from multiple sides. And that there's a huge plus and in my opinion, a minus to those statements. And one of them for me is I greatly appreciate, as a veteran, as a disabled veteran, I appreciate anyone who wants to do their part, anyone who had the dream of joining, even if they couldn't for one reason or another. Thank you very much for at least doing all that you could. There's a negative that, people associate airsofters with violent people, with people that want to be militant, that are militant, that, there's that whole side. And that's not a side that I think that, me personally, I don't think I want that to be a part of it. I look at the guns in airsoft as a byproduct, the same way as I look at a tennis racket or a baseball bat. If you're playing a sport, that's one of the tools of the sport. There's so much more to any sport than just the tools. And then I get to thinking a little bit more, and to you guys that do this as a supplement or a replacement or what have you. Again, no disrespect intended, but if that's really what you want to do, then act as if, instead of just playing the sport, really, you don't have to be in service. You don't have to be a soldier or an airman or a Marine or a seaman or be a police officer or firefighter or first responder or any of those things to provide that sense of security to your community, to provide that selfless service, to provide that patriotism. You can live your life the same way. Just because you don't wear the name tag or the rank or the badge or whatever it might be doesn't mean you can't be that. That's part of what I wanted to talk about. Obviously playing airsoft, for whatever reason you might play. Okay. Playing. Sorry, I had to read that. Playing airsoft, for all of those reasons is great. But if that's the reason you're playing, then do more than just play airsoft. Or if you're playing airsoft because of that, then use airsoft for more than just squeezing triggers. At the risk of losing humility or not being humble, I like to think that what we have done, DEO and Op 31, did for the community as a whole. We really, all we wanted to do was uplift. And I think we did that. We've been, and we didn't do it alone. We had a lot of help from the entire community, and we bonded together, and it's grown. So that's why I play. That's why I continue to play. That's why I continue to do what I do. And those of you that want that piece, don't think you can't do it just because you couldn't make it into the selected service of your choice. You can still give back. So I will put my soapbox away and my sharp eye, you're absolutely right. And when I was talking about this the other day with a couple of people, there is that, I forget the gentleman's name, the young guy that came over from, I think, Korea it was, who was only ever played airsoft, and they gave him matching the real steel equivalents to his airsoft.
And he was fast and on target.
Yeah, he broke records on that shooting range. If you watch the video, it looks like it's in fast motion. It's crazy. So yeah, you're right. It definitely builds muscle memory for all of that. It's great. It's exceptional for training. I know security forces that actually use airsoft for training. G&G as a company has training equipment. Some of the stuff that they use that's adaptive to airsoft is their training equipment. So for sure, absolutely, you can do that.
Yeah. See, why I play? I get to shoot people with plastic BBs. No, all kidding aside, it's the level of camaraderie in this sport is extremely high. There's a lot of people that get into the sport because they have nothing else going on. They see it. Maybe they felt like they had that they want to serve. It doesn't matter why you're getting into the sport. It really doesn't. As long as you're coming into sport for the right reasons, which is to have fun.
Yeah, good intentions.
Yeah, just to have fun. If you jump into the sport and your goal is to have fun, you'll have fun. I was telling Greg when what excuse me. You know, only once a week do I stream. Only once a week.
How many hours are there in a week?
I don't want to do the math, but I guess I could pull up the calculator real quick and do the math. So,
well, 96 hours is 4 days, right?
Equals 168 hours.
Okay,
I only need 3 of those.
3.5 hours. Yeah.
I do not know of any Florida Discord Airsoft Discords because I don't think many people use it. So, for any of that. So the reason why I play Airsoft is to have that fun, to get the exercise, to meet awesome people across the country, and honestly, it gives like everybody always says, and this is like one of the few times you actually hear me say anything political. I'm like one of the most liberal guys in Airsoft, as everybody puts it, and really I'm a moderate. But the cool thing is I get to see both sides. Like board games is extremely liberal, Airsoft is very conservative. So I'm like right there in the middle to be able to see both sides. You get different perspectives. Different perspectives around. My sharp eye.
And we'll go ahead and get you the answer to your previous question right about now.
So, Dom, why did you play Airsoft? We don't hear a single thing you say.
Can I introduce him first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Those of you that aren't aware, my son, Dominic Reese, now PFC Reese, the Cavalry Scout, just graduated. I am over the moon, ecstatic, more proud than I can even speak on, that he is in the position that he's in and that he's doing and has done.
You speak on it all the time. I don't want to hear that nonsense. Okay.
I can't speak on it enough. Not enough.
Well, I'll your head as like much as I can, Mark, just because you don't want it.
I asked him if he wanted to come on tonight. I wanted him to come on tonight because I wanted to, as a proud papa, I wanted to show him off to the world and his bald head.
Come on, take it off. Take it off.
That's awesome, isn't it?
Last time I saw him, I think he had more hair than my wife did.
Oh yeah,
certainly more than my daughter does. And now he's like that. He almost looks like a Q-tip at this point.
now y'all understand why I grew my hair. The deal I made with him, I told him he's going to have my haircut. I might as well have his. So while he was in, I grew my hair as long as I could get it to go. Cried like a baby. Absolutely. It was awesome. It was fantastic watching him graduate. Seeing him was surreal in his uniform. I'd seen him in uniform before in JROTC, but this was completely different. He definitely he's changed, but he's still the same. And I tell people he looks older and younger at the same time to me. And I'm only excited for what his future has to hold. And I'll turn it over to him with that. But my sharp eye, Dom, actually being 30 years my junior, is way more familiar with Discord and things like that. I still, pick up the telephone and call people. So I don't think I've ever been on Discord once, although I've been invited to 2.
So Dom, why do you play Airsoft? I'll be right.
All right, so I've been playing with airsoft guns since I was 6. I remember the first time that I actually ever picked up an airsoft gun was when my uncle got me one from the flea market down here in Fort Myers when I came down to visit when we still lived in Connecticut. And I remember that I was so intrigued by it because I played with like GI Joes and like Legos when I was a kid, but to like actually be able to touch a weapon for the first time and be like, wow, like this is awesome. And then it just spiraled down into this obsession of like spring rifles, spring shotguns, shitty like $5 pistols, and I got like a couple like Crossmans and whatnot until I think I was 11, and I met my best friend and now family friend, Sam Halsey.
Yep.
And he mentioned this place, Top 31. Now I had already been there before, back when it was, but I was older and more mature, and I was like, yeah, dude, like, sure, let's go. Like, I've been there before. Sounds awesome. So we played, and that just, it spelled everything for me. It was a great way for me to come out of my shell, because at the time I was introverted. I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't really know how to talk to people. All I really did was play video games and go to school. And I mean, that's kind of typical for my generation, especially a couple of years ago. But like, to be able to go out and live my obsession, which was firearms when I was young, and use that as an outlet to express myself and kind of make me grow emotionally and mentally, it kind of molded me into the person I am now. And not to mention, it really grew my relationship with my father, because I eventually convinced him to come out, I think my third time going. And you have me to thank for the Airsoft community now, if you really want. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Dom, and Dom if it wasn't for Sam Halsey. So if we can have a cheers for Sam.
Which, by the way, on Saturday night, I did thank him. You can ask him about that. I actually thanked him, because if it was not for him, you're absolutely right, you wouldn't have gone. And if you didn't go, I wouldn't have gone.
Yep.
And I wouldn't be sitting where I'm sitting right now, physically and figuratively, if it wasn't for that. So for sure.
It's been literally my all encompassing of my life for the past. It is 2021 now.
Mm-hmm.
Started playing in late 2014, and like I said, been everything, especially.
The hell was that?
Did you hear that? It was outside.
You asked me why I enjoy playing Airsoft. Now I just kind of give you and everyone else a little bit of context, but I love playing Airsoft because not only does it bring me closer to people that I love and cherish, but it also gives me a chance and opportunity to meet people and build relationships with people that I like outside of Airsoft I probably would never have. Like, I've met so many people that I probably would have never talked to if it wasn't for Airsoft. I wouldn't be with the person that I'm with now if it wasn't for Airsoft. I wouldn't have the close friends that I have now if it wasn't for Airsoft. And hesitant to say, but if I ever feel bad during the week, I'm always comforted by the thought that I can just go out on the weekend and just take my crush down on people.
No, that's actually a legitimate thing. It's like, sometimes you just get so pissed off at what's going on in the world, and you're like, you know what? I know how to get my aggression out. Let me go run around and smack people with some plastic BBs. That'll be fun.
And not to, I always, anybody who's ever been in the field knows rule number one is all ego and attitude stay off the field. It's not about going out and being angry at someone and doing something. No, it's when you can run and shoot and attack a target and things like that. That's the difference. It's not about, because especially in our field, at the end of the game, you're all shaking hands, high five and smacking butts. That's like, that's how our games run. That's exactly and that's exactly how it should be, in my opinion.
Primarily, one of your other rules is make a buddy. And
yep, rule number 2.
Definitely do. If it wasn't for me going up and talking to people, I would have never been able to be on Echo 4. If I Bastion and G's way back at like Overwatch 3, would have never met Alex Fallon or anybody else.
Yeah, I know that we have friends, probably some friends for life, that we made just from the Airsoft field. And
I hate you guys. I'm leaving.
You can't leave. It's your stream. The first commonality, first thing in common is hey, he's stupid. He'll be back. The first commonality obviously is playing Airsoft. But I mean, even still, Mark and myself, for example, and you too, Dom. Actually, all three of us, we play different. All three of us play different. I play more like Dom than I do like Mark, but we still don't see the same things. You know?
Speed soft cringe.
It's, you know, I will probably never play the same way Mark does.
And I'll tell you right now, sometimes it's frustrating as hell getting him to move. Like, we didn't get a chance to go over it because it's not on video. On video, it would have been funny as hell. Where we're like going through, we get into a firefight. Yordi goes down. I was like, let's go, let's go, let's go.
We can't talk about that though, because there was another reason why I stayed, and I don't want to talk about that.
Real quick. How many people do we have watching the stream?
Not as many as usual.
Yeah, we're down. We only have 7 right now, but you know what? I think the numbers are off. Because I'm looking.
I'm only seeing the YouTube too, by the way. But
that's not normal. That's normal. I mean, I'm showing on my end 12, but
most of the regulars aren't on right now, though. That's the weird thing.
That is weird. I mean, I think maybe the part of the problem was I didn't share it out early enough. Maybe, I don't know. But hey, is what it is. It's I think that moving forward, we're going to have little segments like this of why do you play Airsoft? What are some of your favorite moments in Airsoft and stuff like that? But I think I met Dom before I met you, technically.
Yeah, you did.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's like the thing. It's like right now, like half my team are people that are half my age. And I'm not saying that lightly. I'm saying it in a literal figurative sense that like half my guys are like in their early 20s, between 21 and 23 years old. I'm going to be 45 in December. So, and if we would have been walking down the street, it's not somebody that we would stop and say, hey, what's your name? What are you doing? How, stuff like that. It's like all walks of life, which is really kind of awesome to go through and see. Like, Ashley was a first time player when we met up with her, at the second VFA game. Yeah, we got to find where's she been lately. We got to get her back on the street. But like Yordi and I probably wouldn't have ever connected on any serious level if it wasn't for this, because we have different political views, and a lot of that stuff drives how we are. And then one of the main reasons why I play Airsoft, it's just fun. You get to go run out there, do some pretty awesome things. If you're playing a regular game day like Miami Airsoft,
you're still on camera, right?
Oh, I know.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm talking away. Here's a shoe on my face.
Yeah, why not? Definitely not my kid.
Glad to see the Army hasn't changed it that much, Dom.
Yeah.
But it's like
I made a point to do that.
It's one of those things of like, it's just changing sides. Like at Miami Airsoft, you're playing with different people almost all the time. You get different perspectives. You get to go out and do stuff. And sometimes like people you dislike because you thought they did something bad. Next thing you know, next game or like the next game day or the next game, it's like, oh, well, you're not as bad as the guy I thought. And then next thing you become friends. I've had that happen a few times as well.
I'm looking at Dom's view right now, and the cool thing is we're asking about why do you play and things like that. And right in the background over his head is a poster that I got from Chris Pippin, one of the owners of Doomsday. He gave that to me. That is for Overwatch 3. Overwatch 3 was Dom's first milsim, not mine. Dom went to this milsim with another player from the community who I knew him through there and trusted him to take Dom because I couldn't go. He took Dom to this milsim. Dom ran with, under other circumstances, some parents probably wouldn't be okay with it because he ran with a bunch of guys called War Dogs, and amongst them was Shepherd, Wolf, Coyote, and Jackal. These were all their field names. And I let my, at the time, 14-year-old son run free with these guys. And I knew they took care of him. I knew he was in good hands. He was looked after. there's so much of that in this community alone, and to try to help perpetuate that, but seeing that and seeing that it's so much a part of his life that's up on his wall, and we're talking about this now, and then knowing where he is now in life, all of that is absolutely fantastic to me. It really speaks volumes.
I literally have a GMR poster on my wall.
That's Green Mountain Rangers, for those of you that don't know.
Yeah, come on, Dom. You gotta spell it out there, bud.
Oh, my bad. I know the audience.
So, and by the way, my sharp eye, I apologize if I was wrong. I thought he was Korean. I didn't realize he was Japanese. I just saw that he wrote that down.
That's me.
I thought I remember in the video them talking about him being from Korea.
I thought he was from Korea as well. But
What have we covered?
Well, we covered an event that you weren't at. And we're pretty much going over like the various stuff that like the coolness factor that we have with playing at Airsoft and everything else. So and we're also covering the fact that my wife will not leave me the hell alone when it comes down to her 3D printer, and has been nonstop harassing me to make her her stuff, because evidently I figured out why it wasn't printing, or it was printing weird. I have an Ender 5 Pro, not an Ender 5 Plus.
They make YouTube for that.
Oh, yes. But you know what? If we're going to do a deep dive into 3D printers right now, I can tell you right now, half those videos need to come down because it's way outdated.
Yep. I'm not doing that, though. That's not this stream.
Go ahead, Dom.
Oh, sorry. No, I just was backtracking because I believe one of you asked me a question or said I was going to talk about something.
Discords.
Yeah, that's right. So Discord. So I know that you mentioned here that like neither of you really know, but there's a bunch of Discords out there. For anyone that really cares, there is a Airsoft Discord chat that has pretty much the whole state part of it, and then some people from Georgia, and but I think we got like 500-600 people that are a part of this Discord chat, and it has different rooms to talk about like different kinds of airsoft in. You got like your Speedsoft lobby, your Milsim lobby, pretty much anything that has to do with airsoft. It's part of that group. Like you can post like memes, like you do trades, buy, sell. Yeah, so buy, sell, and trade. It's just a group of good people, and like I mentioned Sebastian before, he runs that chat or that Discord server.
Okay. Well, if you have it's actually good for me to know, because I didn't realize. Back in my day, we didn't have stuff like this.
I remember when I had AOL Hometown, and we used to use AIM.
But yeah, that link and send it to Mark so you can put it up next time.
Sharp Eye actually asked if you could add her to the, I'm sorry, that was presumptuous of me. Add them to the chat. We'll just use some gender neutral pronouns.
Pronoun, Joker.
I did. I just said it. Okay. Look, if we don't have it, we'll try to get it out there. We'll try to add it up to the thing later on tonight. If we can get it, there's so many social media platforms they like attached to. Like a lot of, that actually is a good point. It's like people ask me, why don't you update to YouTube often? That YouTube is where everything's at. It's because my massive following is on TikTok and not on YouTube. The YouTubes are for live streams and everything else. TikTok is for the content. It sounds wrong, but I mean the reality is that's where I get that's where I get monetized. That's where I get the offers and stuff that are coming in. And it's so much easier to do it on YouTube than it is TikTok. TikTok, it's natural and organic. You just simply go on there. Now it's cool because when I post to one spot, it actually posts it to 3. Which I think is cool, but that's the biggest thing. So my sharp eye, as for Facebook, the Facebook communities are also extremely active. I'm a part of, I think, a dozen right now. And I don't want to be a part of any more because it's message, or notification. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But I get it. Are you like new to Airsoft, or you just moved into the area? let's get some information on you. It's all about the lawnmower driving. Shut up, Ducky.
We're not bringing that up.
Oh, for those of you who don't know,
one.
you're talking to like a Florida man story in itself. I got 4 tickets for driving a lawnmower home, my brand new lawnmower home. Not even gonna lie, I got it all on video too. That cop was a dick. Not trying to not to be asked to cops or anything, but if you come pulling up on me into oncoming traffic and pull your gun on me because I'm driving a lawnmower across a crosswalk to go onto some more grass, you're kind of a dick.
Not political or anything.
Hey, no, I didn't say anything about that. You're just kind of a dick. You just got mad because you couldn't do anything in the Wendy's parking lot when I went through the Wendy's drive-thru. So some of the cool other things that are going on there is that there is some awesome shit you could do in airsoft that you guys just never realized you could do. Like, have you got 2 years gone on a helicopter ride in airsoft and shoot airsoft?
I have not, just because didn't care about it. Dom has not, because I didn't pay for it.
Helicopters, I jump out of airplanes. What are you talking about?
I'll be going to probably next year anyway, so that's all I'll need.
We are fingers crossing, hoping that Dom can actually make it to Sirius Viking. There's a chance if he can get a 3-day pass, he might be able to actually come out to Sirius Viking. It's only about an hour and a half from him.
I was about to say, because you're still over there in Benning, right?
No.
Are we not supposed to say that?
Stewart.
Oh. Well, if you're going to be over there, man, it'll be great because we'll have the gun truck up. Probably the battle bug should be done by then. Hopefully it's going to be done by then. So that's going to be some fast things. And then also we have a kill list that we have to do. We have to take out all of Dark Horse 6. But wait, with a knife. With a knife. Knife kills done.
So, my Sharp Eye, when you're ready to get your guns and gear, let me know. We'll take care of you.
Oops. Is this asking about
my Sharp Eye was the one that asked about the Discord. Yeah, he's talking about getting back into the sport. He was in it when he was younger. He's getting back into it now.
Okay. Yo, so what affiliation do y'all have with Dark Horse 6?
We play with them. Why?
Like,
they're good. I mean,
like what?
Like on good terms or on bad terms?
Oh, we're on good terms. Why?
Oh.
You know what? Yeah, you know what they don't have there at Combat Zone though? The hot barrels.
No, they do not. And you know who soon will have the hot barrels? Atlas Airsoft, based out of New Jersey. They will be carrying and distributing the D-Hop barrel, custom patch barrel by the one and only Dead End Outfitters.
What the hell's going on with my computer? There we go. Jesus
we
Christ.
We are a high-speed, low-drag Milson team.
I'm sorry. What?
Speed low drag.
You keep breaking up when you talk.
Me?
You said that Dark Horse 6 is a high-speed, low-drag Milsim team?
Yeah, we are a high-speed, low-drag Milsim team.
Why, you're part of Dark Horse 6? You looked them up and you're reading it. Okay.
Yeah,
they're actually awesome guys.
Yeah, they so that's funny because like Val and them were out there, and it's like I'm sure if Steve Tom was watching, he'd be laughing up there. They are I call them a medium speed team. Echo 4 is a high speed team. Screech Dragon is a high speed team.
Okay, put me in contact, guys, because I want a pair of RVNGs.
Hang on, I'm going to allow Joker so I can maintain my humbleness. I'm going to allow Joker to respond to my Sharp Eye.
If my sharp eye, it's not because Greg's a friend of the channel or anything else, or anything of the sort. We want to talk about quality techs, right? That can do awesome things with your gun. I don't know if I have a video up right now. If I could pull a fast video of me getting insane range with the Joker gun, for example. Greg, Dead End Outfitters, and Greg is probably one of the best techs in. He's one of the best techs in Florida, if not the entire United States. His D-Hop barrel will get you insane amount of range over what your standard barrels are, better than R-Hop and everything else. The legit, let me see. Crap. I'm trying to pull up the video thing. None of this was actually like set up or anything else. The guy asked me a legit question about how the hell are you able to shoot so far? And let's see here. Where the hell is it? Bad Blood. See if this will show up. Is there now a echo, Greg? Echo. Nope. Sorry. That pink gun is also one of the D-Hop barrels.
Thank you, Christopher. Thank you, Kevin.
One straight ahead. 112 o'clock.
And yes, Ryan, if you really want,
right,
I can make
down.
your gun jump meow instead of QQ.
All right, that's not the video I'm looking for. Hold on a second. Let me stop sharing. I really want to find the one video of like I don't know if it's on here, if it's on my phone.
It was it's on there, but it was a gathering. If you remember, there were like 4 guys in the video. So
found it.
See?
You know, it literally is labeled D-Hop.
All right, so have you seen this yet? Check this out. This is the D-Hop barrel. Look at that shit.
You can't see it in the video,
but he's got it in there too. Show his. Watch that.
Where's my Brazilian guy? It is the shortest barrel. You can get their gear.
Yeah, that's an ARP 5.56.
That's an all-time great marks. It's smooth.
Hey, we're not talking about the knife kill thing. I'll try to find one of the ones that are inside of the that was inside of the building, so you can get an idea of the range that the D-Hop barrel gives. It's best if you see it like indoor or whatever. But that was a legit reaction from the guy. He's like, "Holy crap!" Because he realized I was just shooting people from far as hell away, and Greg could tell you the science behind it all day. The only thing I know is that the pew goes far and the BB doesn't do the drop off to the very end. You don't get a lot of waviness that's inside. It cuts through the air a lot better, so wind doesn't affect it that much. So I mean, you get insane amounts of range with the D-Hop barrel over there. So I've taken guns that other techs have fixed and worked on to Greg to get him to do it, and he's not only fixed it but made them better. We actually, behind me, worked on by Greg. Behind that, worked on. Crap. Worked on by Greg.
The guns that came from other places, I've ultimately had to take care of. So,
the weight of the BBs I run is 0.3s only because all of my ARP 9s have been upgraded with at least a better barrel or better barrel, bucking, hop up unit, and so they shoot a lot further than standard. So I always go with 0.3s. The lowest weight I'll go on any gun is 0.28, and that's what I use for my pistols, mostly because of I just seen it from experience. Even this, like my Wolfsbane 1911, out of the box, that thing shoots 200 feet. But if you use a .25, it's going to go all over the place in the wind. So, I love that.
The unfortunate fact is, the lighter the weight BB, the easier it is for someone to not call their hit. You catch someone with a 3.2 or a 3.6, they're calling that hit. That's a heavy strike. They're feeling that the density of that BB. So yeah,
I would just like to vouch for the that Papa does, because I'd say literally every single one of my, besides the MCX that I just bought, has a D-hop barrel in it, and not once have I ever had to change my bucking or get a new hop boat.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I know it's hard to, to hear from both these guys. Feel free to ask around. And ask anybody, post something about it. The D-hop barrel. What?
I said it's not based. It's not biased.
No. I mean, the guys from F4 all have guns with D-hops in them. The D-hop barrel is actually making its rounds now, which is pretty cool. It actually it's actually pretty neat.
Sharp Eye, if you know what an Umbrella Armory OCA is, we put the Joker gun side by side up against it, and the only thing the OCA had, the Joker gun.
You did the Indestructible too.
I'm not talking about the Indestructible right
okay.
now. I'm talking about the Joker gun. Let me frickin' talk, okay? The only thing that that the OCA outperformed on was rate of fire, and that was by 2 BBs per second. So the Joker gun does 42, and the OCA does 44. The Indestructible actually gets a little bit more range by about 5 or 10 feet. So it's outdistanced the OCA, but we intentionally built the Indestructible. How Greg built it for me, we intentionally made it to where the rate of fire would be less. So that way it would be acceptable at most fields to go full auto, because most fields now are putting a rate of fire cap of like 30 rounds a second. So that way, if you're playing a game, you're not getting, freaking zippered by a burnt machine, and all that. Burn! Oh crap! Hey, my back. Which I did get plastered in the freaking back last weekend. I was dead. That was just great. So, but yeah, when you're going through and you're looking at stuff like that, I mean, I would, I compare stuff like that, and I actually ask Greg. I mean, if I get burned on a build, it does not take. You get like 2 chances to fix it right. Look, these are all high stress builds. Shit's gonna break down, especially when you put as much work as I put into them. When I mean by work, I mean I'm going through 3,000 to 4,000 BBs per game per event day that I'm at. So I put since I got the Joker gun, I think I'm at 56,000 BBs through it. Yes, you can adjust your rate of fire with the Titan. But at the same time, it's one of those things of the more stress you put on a gun with a high rate of fire like that, the more likely if you're doing AEG. Now, if you're doing HPA, HPA can correct me, but yeah, there's not nearly as much stress as a high stress AEG build. But it could ultimately break down. I mean, you have springs explode, you have gears, like what happened with that Crytek right there. That Crytek is Hammer's Crytek, and the gears were in pieces when Greg opened up the box. That look is all you need to hear about it. I've been through just about every tech in Florida, and I keep going back to Greg to get my stuff done. So that's my stance on it, and ask around. We're at 2 hours and 25 minutes, and it looks like Dom's about to lose his battery power there.
No.
My phone's not going to shut down. No, I'm only at 3%. Plug that bad boy into power.
I'm just waiting to talk. Like whatever y'all want to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I mean,
I have no idea what the vibe is right now.
The vibe is we're talking about what brings us into airsoft. So like right now we're responding to Sharp Eye quite a bit. yeah, you look, if you want a really solid build, that's also not going to break the bank for you, I would contact Papa flat out. Like the Joker gun. Where is the Joker gun? It's still in the gun case. What is it? 13-to-1 gears, brushless motor, D-hop barrel, gate tighten, Pro Win hop up unit, whatever the hell you put on there for the bucking and all that stuff, and the piston head and all that. So that's
whatever. He doesn't know. He just knows when he gets it back, it works. I'm actually, and in all transparency, I'm actually speaking with someone right now. I apologize for looking off to the side. Gentlemen, I just mailed him a drop-in kit, and 1 out of 100 it happens. Sometimes there's potentially defects and everything, and as long as you handle it properly, I just sent this gentleman a full drop-in kit, and he put it in and it worked fine, and then all of a sudden it stopped working. And I'm trying to help troubleshoot it. If I can't get it done, I'm going to either find a way to go see him, or I'm going to send it back free of charge and ship him out a new one. For me, it's not just about the sale. It's not just about, and then off you go. It's about taking care of them. We have a poor track record for customer service in this industry, and I'm looking to try to change that as well. So I'm trying to see what I can see here with him, because he is having some trouble, and I would prefer to fix that.
And that's like the cool thing. It's like it happened at Mayhem Mill too, when what was it? Wiener came up to you and asked you for the D-hop barrel, and you put it in on the field. Pissed himself off, right? Like Papa pissed himself off messing with his gun right and proper, because he didn't give himself ample time, which he's going to constantly get yelled at for. Yeah, because he did not play the second or third Evo on Saturday. Little prick. But it's always also funny that when we go to do this when we go to like get into our hobbies and all that and start doing stuff, my wife typically will leave me the hell alone. I think I've been standing up and going away from my computer most this stream than I have in the past 5 streams combined, because of her new hobby, which is our 3D printers. Like we got to end our Pro 5, and evidently I gave the wrong offsets. No, it's good to see you back, Dom. So
yeah,
are you
back?
Did Papa tell you I was going to be coming over to the shop tomorrow?
No, he didn't, but I know now.
Yeah, evidently he's got my shipment has come in.
No. No, it has not. And the HVAC.
What the hell are you talking about? You're getting 11,000. You're getting like $22,000 of product tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So my shipment came in.
Yeah, tomorrow's about $22,000 worth of product, and then another. Like another 8,000, something like that, on Thursday.
Okay.
So,
yeah, that's what I said. It's still not working?
Because there's no TF card. Like, it recognizes there's a card, but it's not.
Bring me the other card. God damn it.
The other 2 cards.
Yeah, no, I'm literally, like I said before, I'm open. Any questions? Anything?
Come on, guys. Ask some questions.
Yeah. Anything at all at this point.
Yeah, because we're 2 hours and 30 minutes in, and we're going to end a little bit. It looks like we're going to end a little bit early tonight, because I swear to God, if I get interrupted.
Let's see. If you have which I do have it. Hang on. I apologize for not seeing this. If you have a tight MOSFET, you can just yes. And what kind of field is your place? Like a variety of CQB and woods? Yes, sir. Yes, it is. 27 acres right now is what we're playing on. We have 55 total to use, as well as we have access to, and we'll be using the Force Center for quarterly games, quarterly events. Excuse me. So yeah, our field right now we're rebuilding it because it's a new field. Woodchuck, much as a woodchuck could chuck. If a woodchuck
Shut up, Ducky. Don't. All right, look.
Hey,
there's going to be There's going to be stuff that you're going to learn.
He started it. Yeah, I know. My sharp eye. We just literally this past weekend was our first game at the new field. So getting photos up has been difficult. We don't have any photos of the shop because the shop it doesn't have a grand opening for a week and a half. So all of this is now coming back together. You're coming in at a great time because we've decided that this is the whole new Dead and Outfitters. We're growing and oh.
Wait, what? What are you?
Say it out loud.
Gonna get learned. He said.
Yeah. Gonna get learned. He said.
Just don't get too into it. It'll start a shit ton of money, and you will never be able to get it back.
Yeah, I have a lot of money on the walls, to say the least. Let's see.
I spent like $1,200 while I was still in OSIT.
You know, you're supposed to save your money there, Dom.
Yeah,
the perfect opportunity to.
You spent more than that, by the way.
Huh?
You spent way more than that, by the way.
Not a faith, Dad.
Oh no, it's got nothing to do with faith. I looked it up.
No, I said phase, not faith.
Oh. It's okay. Yeah, listen, you're still saving, so as long as you're still saving, it's okay. It's your money. Spend it how you want, as long as you're still saving some.
You spent more than that.
Worth it.
Gun go Bert.
No.
Boom boom.
Uniform go drip.
Yeah.
Uniform go drip.
Uniform go drip. Absolutely.
Hey, what city's the field in again?
It's called St. James City.
All right, just so you're aware, my sharp eye.
Yeah.
It's a hike.
It's probably 3.5 from him.
Ugh.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
200 miles.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say it. I haven't seen the new field, so I can't say it about the new field yet. But I will say, when you go to play at an event at one of Papa's fields, the reality comes down the line is you have a different experience at his field that spoils you for other fields. I used to do what almost everybody else do. Come on, man, call your effing hit, and all that other stuff. Now I just say, come on, man. Yeah. Of course, now my response also is, that's great. I got it on camera. Cheater cam time.
Don't worry, I got a fix.
Huh?
Don't worry, I got a fix for that.
What, shoot out the camera?
Yeah. Oh, no. No.
Or shoot to shoot the cheater more.
You just shoot the cheater more.
That's right. Yeah.
That's
absolutely right.
That's one of the rules of the field. If you don't call it with people's hits. If they're not calling their hits, shoot them more. If they're still not calling their hits, get a buddy with better aim.
Shoot better, harder, faster, stronger.
Yep. It's one of those things inside of the sport that, sometimes it's one of the worst things that could possibly happen, especially if you. Yeah, I see your Force Center patch.
Huh?
Dick. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another thing, Duck. That if they're still not calling it 8, start aiming for soft spots. Like the one guy that was at Mayhem Mill 2 that wasn't calling the shots at the plate carrier, so I shot him right in the neck. Oh, I'm sorry. That hurt. And there goes Dom again. Dom, fall down, go boom. So, all right, guys. Well, unless there's some other questions and stuff,
I would say, to my sharp eye, if you have any question or anything like that, definitely feel free to call the shop. Send me a message either through Facebook or send me an email. However you want, I'm available more than I should be. So I'm happy to answer any questions. And we have from what you mentioned, we have everything you mentioned in stock, all the way up to and including the Titan with Blue Link. So whatever it is you're looking for, we've got it in stock, and should be able to take care of you.
So as we go to wrap up things for tonight, let's go ahead and go over a couple of things. So recapping our Mayhem Mill 2 discussion, it really was a fun event. They're using the same location for Firestorm 2. So if you actually really want to go to this, I would highly recommend checking it out. It's October 15th to the 17th. The Carlisle Finishing Plant in Carlisle, South Carolina. Go to, I think it's, man, the website, it's always messes me up.
I know it's letters and numbers really get you.
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now. Oplineclaws.com. And then go ahead and go on to where it says event dates. And then select. Oh, okay. So it's not listed up there yet. So just keep a lookout on Operation Lighting Claws event. Go ahead and then check out where it says it'll say. Oh wait, it's right there. What the hell? Here, I'll put the link inside of the chat for everybody to see. That's going to be the event one right there. OperationLionClaws.com, OPFS2/IndexPHP. You can actually just go and bookmark it, go back there and check out Operation Lion Claw. Boy, you're acting so distracting again today for some reason.
It is fun now. I'm having fun with it.
So definitely check out the event. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's actually going to be cooler there because October in South Carolina is going to be a hell of a lot cooler than down here in Florida. Don't know what the pricing is going to be, but if it's anything like before, it's probably going to be about $120, $130. Will you shut the hell up? So I got a solution. There, that solves that problem. Just you and me now, Dom. And then, so we did have a great fucking break, man.
What happened?
Each time you put something up, it throws me off because I see the movement and all that. We did have a great time at Mayhem Mill too. Look forward to more events. To go hang out, see our friends, play, do some pew-pews. If you guys are up in the New England area, come out to King of Prussia. Come check out Evil Expo. Tickets, I believe, go up in price tomorrow, I believe. It's a really good event. Hey, look, Papa, you can always do the open bar speakeasy.
I'm sorry. I'm in a mood, man. I'm in a mood.
I know, man. What do you do? Have a few drinks like Yordi did last week?
I did not. No. I don't drink like Yordi. I get happy when I drink.
All right, and then finally, we're probably gonna be doing segments like this in the future where we talk about why do you play Airsoft? What's some of your best moments of Airsoft and stuff like that? What's this stuff that you're looking forward to? We like to welcome Dom home for the short time he's here until he goes back off and does more real pew pew shit. So there it is. That's that way. I'm in the wrong direction now. That's Dom from that's Reese's PCs from Echo 4. There's Papa from Dead End Outfitters.
Just Reese's from Echo 4.
Screw you. I say Reese's PCs. You
know what?
Whose stream is this, Greg? Huh? Whose is it? Whose? Yours? It's mine.
I don't know. It depends. I like to steal everything else that I'm a part of. Might as well steal your stream too.
Yeah, right. Don't just remember. Don't do any business with the Reese family.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
Thieves. We all suck.
This is a positive stream, you little pricks.
Up July 31st. Grand opening.
No, we're not talking about that because it's not going to happen.
Everyone should come on down because Joker won't be here. I mean, come on down. Sorry, Joker won't be here. That's how I meant it to come out.
If for whatever reason, Evil Expo does not happen, I will be there, of course. But you son of a bitch. Until next time, this has been Players Wanted, our from the barracks. If you guys have some updated stuff that you like us to talk about, go over, and everything else, feel free to shoot a comment, shoot an email. follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, Twitch, of course, TikTok, wherever the hell we're at. And drop us a line or whatever. If you see us at an event, come up, shake our hand. We always like meeting the people that watch the stream and all that. Until next time, we'll see you on this